Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is a part 10 of my Salesforce admin series where I'm posting a videos of a 10 to 15 minute on Salesforce administrator. If you're new on my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and press a bell icon for further notification. In the last video, we talked about OWD settings, sharing setting, permission set and permission set group in Salesforce. If you haven't watched that video, then you can find the link in description box or on the top right corner of a I button. So let's get started with the Salesforce admin series part 10. In this video, we talk about the report and dashboard in Salesforce. So let's move to the report in Salesforce. So if you define a report, then a report is a list of a record in Salesforce which display in a rows and columns. We can filter them using a grouped, or we can display a graphical chart on that. So this is what a report is. So the next question come up, that why the report is important in any organization or in Salesforce. So in business, reports are very important, will provide a clear picture to a management people uses the report to track the progress toward its various goal and control its expenditure and increase the revenue. Report help to predict the trends and disadvantage of increasing a profit. So in salesforce.com, we can easily generate a report in different style and can create a report in very short time. And also if you want, we can also schedule a report and it should send you a mail of that report in every day or every week. It will depend on that how you are scheduling that report. So let's talk about the report types. So report types are basically two types: standard report type and custom report type. So by the name, standard report type are automatically included with the standard object and also with the custom object, where all report is checked while creating your custom object. So this is a standard report type, and custom report type is like we develop that template using custom report tool which is present in a Salesforce. I will show you how you can create your own custom report type. While working with a report type, just remember these 2 points, that a report type cannot include more than 4 objects, means you can only include up to a 4 object in a report type. And once a report type is created, then you can't change the report type. You can add extra field in the report type, but you can't change it. We will look into the Salesforce for this. So let's talk about what different format of a reports that Salesforce provides us. So there are four type of a format. First one is a tabular report. It is a simple listing of a data without any subtotal. So this type of a report provide you most basically to look your data. Use a tabular report when you want a simple list or item with a grand total. For example, this type of report are used to list all the account, list of a contact and list of a opportunity. So we use in that scenario a tabular report. Next one is a summary report. So summary report provides us a listing of a data with a grouping and subtotal. Use a summary report when you want to subtotal based on the value of a particular field, or when you want to create a hierarchical group report such as a sales organized by a year and then by quarter. So it simply means that if you want any report where you want a subtotal of a total, like if you want what are the revenue cost happen in 1 week or 1 month, you can use that in the grouping, and that is known as a summary report. So if you talk about the example, then all the opportunity for your team subtotal by a sales manager and owner, you can use that report as a summary report. Next one is a matrix report. So matrix report allow you to group record both by a row or by a column. So a comparison of a related total with the total by both row and column. Use a matrix report when you want to see by two different dimensions that aren't related, such as a date and product. So this type of thing we can do in a matrix report. For example, you can summarize the opportunity by month vertically and account with a horizontally, so you know that how in which month and which account give a most of the amount. So this type of report we do in a matrix report. Next one is a joint report. So by name it suggests that you can merge two reports in that. It means that a block of a related information in a single report. This type of a report enable you to adopt up to 5 block to display a different type of a related data. Each block can own a unique column, summary field, formula field, filters and sort order. Use the joint report to group and show the data from multiple report type in a different view. If you want to know where we can use that, like I have one example, like you can build a report to show opportunity case activity data for your account. So this type of scenario we can do in a joint report. So let's move to the Salesforce and let's see what is report in a practical way. So let me open my Salesforce. So you can see I open my Salesforce. Let's click on this app icon, and in there we can search for the report, and let's click on the report. So you can see I open a report tab there. So in this report tab, you have a option for the recent, which is showing that which I opened recently to look into that. Then there is a option for the created by me. All the report which created by me are come up there, as I haven't created any report, so it is not showing there. So there is also folder for the private report, means if you want to create a report for your own uses, you can create that and you can store in the private report folder. And there is also report folder name a public report. You can use this folder to store a public reports also. And there is an option for a all report. So if you click on that all report, you can see whatever the reports is present in that. So just remember that report is always present in a folder. So if you want, you can create a new folder there. Like you have an option for creating a new folder, and same you have an option for creating a new report. So when you click on this new report button, you can create a new lightning report. And if you want to create a new Salesforce classic report, then you can click on that. So let's create one folder for our purpose. So let's create a new folder. Let's name that folder as a report folder, and let's save that. So now you can see in the all folder we see the report folder, and if you click on the created by me, so you can see the report folder. Let's click on the report folder, and let's now create one simple report. So to create a simple report, you just have to click on this new report button. So the next option is to choose a report type. Like we talk about that there is a standard report type and there is a custom report type. So standard report type is all the report type which Salesforce provides us. Like if we create a new custom object and check that option while creating that custom object to allow report, then it will create a standard report type for us. So you can see we have a different report type like a account and contact, we have a opportunity report type, we have a customer support report type. These all are the folder of the report type, and we can see these are a different type of a reports which we can create that. So let's create a one report of a account and contact. So you can see in the account and contact folder we have a different type of report type. So we will going to use the account with a contact, which one is a second. So we will click on that and we'll click on the continue button. So you can see this is our new report on this pencil icon. If you click there, you can rename our report. So we will write our name as a account and contact. So you can see currently we can't see any data on our report, so we have to fix that also. So in that left side of your column you can see we have a two option, one is a outline and another is a filter. So in that outline you can see there is a group. If you want to group the report using some row, we can do that. There we have to just search the name of the field, and using that field it is grouped in that report. And the next section is that column. So in that if you want to add any column, like you want to add any column, you can drag there and add that column. So if you can see all that column which are actually added are present there, and if you want to add extra column you can click there and then click, you can see it is added in that. So you just have to refresh that and it will refresh and add it in the last. You can see contact owner. So if you want to change the position, you can drag to there and you can leave it there. So we drag there and you can see it is come up at the second position. So let's go to the filter, and in this filter you can see we can add a filter. So currently it is showing so my contacts. So if I choose a new filter, like I want to show all the accounts and apply that, and let's refresh that. So currently we don't have any data for that, so we will going to go there in the date field. We will check the range for all time and we'll apply that, and let's refresh that report. So now we have all the data. So from this contact owner, let's move that to the first column as that. So let's refresh that. So now we have all the name of the contact and with the name of an account and their address with the mailing city and everything. So you can see we have all the data there. This is what report look like. So let's save that report. We can click on the save and run. It will ask for the folder while saving that. So we'll choose the folder as a private folder for now. But if you want, you can choose the folder as a public folder also. So let's choose a folder as a public folder, or we can say the folder which we created on that. Let's save in the report folder and let's select the folder and let's save it. The creating of a report is very simple in Salesforce. So if you want to group that report, then let's click on this edit button. Let's group this folder using an account name. So let's search for the account name on the group row, and let's refresh that. So now you can see with the respect to account name, it is grouped. Like on the Avnish Yadav, there is only one contact, and in the Burlington Textile Corporation of America, there is a one contact. In the Edge of Communication, there is a two contact. One is a Rose and another is a Scene. So you can see it is grouped. Let's click on the save and run. So our grouped report is created as we grouped using the account name. So let's move to the next part where we see on the custom report. So let's click on this gear icon. Let's click on the setup and let's search for the report type. So you can see there is an option for the report type. Let's click on that. Let's click on the continue button. So this is where we create a custom report type. On this new button, let's click on the new custom report type. So in this new custom report type, you have to just select the what type of a report you are going to create. So we'll use a primary object as an account, and we want to save this report inside the other folder. There is an option for a other report, so we'll save this in this category. So and then let's name that as a account with opportunity. The unique name will come up by himself. So if you want to add any description, you can add that. So I added the description like this report shows the data between the accounts and opportunity. So in the next option in the deployment, you can choose a deployed, because if you choose a in deployment, then it will available only for the authorized administrator users. So let's choose a deployed. Let's click on the next. So in this you can choose your object. So currently our primary object is our accounts. Let's choose our next object as opportunity. So in that, if you click on that section, it will come up as a B. It will show all the object which is related to account. So you can see opportunity is there which is related to account, and all the object other which are related to account. So we'll choose the opportunity there. And so we want only account and opportunity there, so we can do that. Let's click on this option again to see what are the other objects which are related to opportunity. We can see we have a lot of other option to which we can add that, but we are not going to add that. But if you're going to add, you remember that you can add up to 4 relation. Like if I add a contact role there, then there is a next option where I can choose another. So in that, if I choose opportunity again, so we have a limit of the up to 4 object to be added, so we can't add more than that. So I'm just showing that for you. Let's remove the D and C. So we are going to use the account and opportunity only. So let's click on the save. So this report is created, and if you want to add a what type of field in your you want in your report type layout, so you can add that by clicking on the edit layout button. And there is all the fields which are account have, and if you click on this pick list, you have all the fields which opportunity have. You want this field to be added on the layout, you can drag that. Or if you want any field to be moved there, so you just have to drag that like this. So let's drag it to the layout again, and let's click on the save. So this is how you can create a report type. And if you go on the report tab again, and if you want to create a new report, you can see your report type there. Let's click on the new report, and if you go on the other report category, it is added there. So you can see account with the opportunity report is added there. So you can use this report to create your report as we see in earlier part. So you can do same and create your report, or either using a summary report or matrix report or joint report. It totally depends on you. So let's move to the next section where we talk about the dashboard in the Salesforce. Dashboard in Salesforce. So if you talk about the definition of a dashboard in Salesforce, then a dashboard is a graphical representation of the data generated by your report or your multiple reports. So like dashboard provide you more insight than a report, as they combine a data from many reports and so summarize result. Like you can see in the image, these all are the dashboard is designed with the report. So dashboard are like a graphical representation of a data of a report, and you can add a mini report in one dashboard that will help you to just get an insight idea of what your organization trend is, like it is increasing profit or a decreasing profit. So this is what dashboard help in a Salesforce. Dashboard have a different component, like we can use it as a chart, table or gauge or matrix and other component, or we can also have other component which we can create using a Visualforce. So let's go to the Salesforce and see some dashboard. So you can see I have an option for dashboard there. Let's click there. Let's see that by default Salesforce give us any dashboard or not. Let's check that on a created by me, on a private, on all dashboard. Okay, on all folders, on a favorite. So we don't have any dashboard, so we are going to create that. So let's create a new dashboard by clicking on this new dashboard button. And let's choose that dashboard name as a account with a contact and opportunity. Let's choose a folder for now as a private folder. Let's click on the create. So we have created our dashboards. Let's add a component there. By clicking on this add component button, you can add a component. So let's choose a report which we want to add that. So let's choose this contact and account report. Let's click on the select button. So in this you can see we have an option of the all the chart we have in the dashboard. Like we have a horizontal bar chart, we have a vertical bar chart, then we have a stacked horizontal bar chart, we have a stacked vertical bar chart, then we have a lines, then we have a donut chart, then we have a metric chart, then we have a gauge chart, then we have a funnel chart, and next we have a scatter chart, and last we have a lightning table chart. So we are going to use a vertical chart for now, and you can use this x-axis field, and you can use this record count. So we are leave it as it is. So let's go to that and click on the add button. You can see a component is added on the dashboard account, and this is a vertical bar chart. So we have added that. From this graphical view you can easily see which account has how many contacts. So if you want to increase the size, then you can also drag that to that and you can increase the size. Let's add another component using this account and contact. So let's add that. Let's choose a account and contact. Let's select, let's choose a donut for now, and let's click on the add, and it is added. You can drag this chart on the above. Let's increase the size. So you can see by hovering on that we can see all the accounts and their contact. So let's save that dashboard. Let's click on the done, and we have created a one dashboard. Currently I've added a account and contact, and we created a two component of a dashboard. You can also add an account with opportunity and see the result with the opportunity object for a better optimization for your organization goal. So that's all for today's video. So if you like my videos, please do subscribe to my channel and press a bell icon for further notification. And if you have any queries, you can comment down and I can cover that part in next video. Thanks for watching.